No, this is Cameron doing another video about trade lines and CPNs and credit issues. I'm doing as usual, a proof video on one of our trade line postings. You see here, we did a CPN for a customer. This is in the middle of end of May here, the middle of May, May 16th. As you see, it's a zero score. This is Credit Karma. Credit Karma is a credit monitoring site. Here, their score was 0. Trade line hit about the 27th. Most of our trade lines post 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3.5 weeks, depending upon when you purchase the trade line. We can get on there pretty quickly. This one went on again in about 2 weeks, and the score shot to 743. This particular person got a 3.5 years, almost 3.5 years. It is a Capital One, perfect pay history here, authorized user. It's about 3 years and 5 months. So again, our trade lines are still going on pretty regularly. We have over 150 to 200 trade lines. So we have a lot of trade lines from 2 months to 30 years, posting on a regular basis on CPNs and social security numbers. We put them on social profiles as well, and they give very well for a credit boost for socials. We do credit repair, so when we sweep a file clean, we add these trade lines, and they jump to about 700. Very beneficial, these trade lines are. That is it. Our CPNs, as we said earlier before, are Tri-Merge, SafeScan, LexisNexis, Safe. So you can rest assured that these numbers have never been assigned to anybody. You want to make sure that's the case, because if it has been assigned to somebody, then you're actually committing fraud because you're using somebody else's number. So you always want to make sure these are brand new numbers. See here, and these are trade lines for the month we're promoting. Let's see here. We have a Cap 1, that's 420. It's about 4 years old. A Citibank, almost 4 years old, that's 320. Another Cap 1, 21st is a statement date, that's 420. That's 4 years old. A TD Bank, it's 2 years, and that's 6,340. And this is a starter trade line, that's why it's so low. Although it's 1K 1 year, it will still give a CPN. This is main designed for a CPN. This will give a CPN between a 670 and 700 score. And it jump starts it. You can get an apartment, rent a house with that score. We found that even without a score on a CPN, you can rent an apartment. Houses normally require a score, so if when you rent a house, this is ideal for renting a house. You can get the CPN and this for less than $500. Now you're renting a nice house, so it's a great deal. And that's about it. Few tips on CPNs. I'd like to give some content, some free information on using CPNs. There's a lot of confusion out there and what works and what doesn't work. So, you always want to make sure, again, it's a Tri-Merge clean CPN. You want to make sure that you have at least one trade line on it to jumpstart to give it a score. Although you can get a blank CPN and start building upon it, it just makes it a little easier when you have a score. All of our CPNs come with a manual that kind of walks you through building the CPN, but the trade line does give you a head start in building it. I'm going to show it to your website. A lot of our clients ask, well, what state does my CPN originate from? There's a website here that will kind of give it to you. This is the SSS prefix website. So, for example, let's say you have a number beginning in 008 79 46 whatever, but the most important part are the first three numbers. So for example, if it starts with 008, they're from Vermont. Let's say you have a number that starts with 050, then that comes out of New York. I will put this website link below in the descriptions. You can feel free to pull it up and track your CPN number. That's pretty much all I have today. I do want to make people aware. When you want to get a credit card on the CPN, you want to make sure you have a combination of authorized user trade lines and primary trade lines. A lot of people are asking me, can I get a credit card with a CPN? You can still do that if it's built properly. You want to get an AU and a primary trade line. Now, I have seen clients get a credit card without a primary, with AU only, but that AU was about 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. So it seems like older trade lines can possibly give you now a credit card. So let's say you got two trade lines, one's 3 years old, one's 10 years old. Then that will increase your chances dramatically of getting a credit card without a primary. But again, the ideal way, the best way is get primaries. For those that don't know, you have two types of trade lines. You have a primary trade line and an authorized user trade line. The primary trade line is a trade line that was obtained by the merit of the credit profile. So if you applied for any type of credit and obtained it, then that would be a primary. That is your trade line. That's your primary. And it carries a lot more weight in applying for credit when the creditors see that primary on your profile. Now, a combination of a primary and an authorized user. Now, authorized user trade line simply is somebody that has added you to their credit card, and that credit history and credit limit will show up on your profile, giving you a score on your CPN. So, what a combination of AU and primaries when trying to obtain credit of any kind. Now, automobiles, I've seen people get automobiles with AUs only as well. So that is something to think about as well. And if you get the automobile, that will be a primary, and that will help you get credit cards. Loans are a lot tougher. You want to wait a long time for loans. I mean, talking 6, 7, 8 months, and that's again only after you properly built that profile up. But loans are much tougher. Anytime you have an asset backing the money, such as a car, it's easier to get. That's why cars are easier to obtain than credit cards. I know it sounds funny, but that's kind of the way it is. Unless, again, you've added a older trade line or some type of primary. And again, our manuals kind of walk through the steps of getting small primaries that can help you in combination with the AU get larger credit cards. So for more information, give me a call. My name is Cameron. My number is 202-213-2218 for more information about CPNs, trade lines, or credit repair. Thank you. Have a great day.